Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are on Murahvanka Winter and we have a special guest with us. We have one of you. That's right. I was on getting ready to do some videos today and a guy sent me an invite asking me to play with him and I said absolutely. His name, Hillbilly Gamer. He's in the M41 Walker Bulldog light tank. I can't think of a better play, than me and my M55, him and his light tank. That sounds like a pretty good combination. So we're going to go over here to the left on Murahvanka and do what I do best, which is hold the left as much as possible. But you're going to see something that has to stop. Alright, folks, if you're seeing this, please stop doing this. Alright? What you're going to see is what we all call lemming trains. Lemming trains do not work unless you keep pushing. Alright, and the reason that you have to keep pushing is A, you have numbers. There's no reason for you to stop. Alright, but B, if you don't push, then there are people that went the other direction are going to catch up and get behind you. And once that happens, game over. But we're going to do everything we can to give us the win in this one. And I'm going to kind of look to see if there's any already going to smash anything. Doesn't look like it. We've got the STB-1 right here. Tier 8 medium Japanese, I believe. We have a guy that I had to mute right off the bat because I'm assuming his mom, his wife, girlfriend, somebody was screaming in a language that I didn't know. So STB-1 shot out. 1,353 damage. That's a paddling, folks. If that's the way the game's, you can see everybody's like, great game, awesome. Yeah, everybody's happy when Artie does what it's supposed to do. Unless, of course, you're the person that it does what it's supposed to do on. In which case, that guy's going to the forum right now. Hillbilly sending me a message. He didn't have a mic. So he's sending me messages throughout the game, and I may be checking them here and there, so you'll see that. So I'm zooming in, and of course I forgot to use hull lock for a second, and I bloomed back out, and the CDC lives. I pull the shot, and it undershoots by a mile. Of course, it gave me a one-shot kill right off the bat, so of course it's going to have to rebalance that a little bit, make me miss a couple shots. I wasn't fully zoomed in, but, I've hit shots way worse than that, like the best shot of 2016, which if you haven't checked out that video, it's amazing. Anyway, we're going to go to try to help this side, but as you can see, our entire team is at F2 and their team is coming around the right side, which means I've got to try everything I can to stop these guys. Otherwise, they're going to be on me next. So we got a motherland moving in, and come on, zoom in and shot out just ahead of him, and we hit behind him. I don't know if that was me bad aiming without timing it correctly, or if it was just a shot hit behind where I aimed, but either way, it wasn't meant to be. But we have a commanding lead. A commanding lead, 1-4. That's a pretty good lead, but things are about to go very, very wrong. Motherland shot out. There it is, 445. He's off the board. Second kill of the game. M103, you're next, baby. Just sit there and wait for it. Take it like a man. Yeah, you can move back and forth 2 or 3 feet at a time. It's not going to help you. But as you can see, our team is leaving a few tanks to defend the right side now. We've got a few tanks that are back. And the rest of them are charging forward out in the open to let people shoot them from all different directions. M103 is cruising in towards our location and shot out. We track him for 521. He immediately gets hit. He gets tacked again. They're trying to put shots into him. They're trying to damage him. He's starting to back off. He's firing his gun. He's not sure what he wants to do. And that's what artillery can do to people. These guys were pushing in hard. And one shot from me that tracks him and leaves him vulnerable. And these guys completely change what they want to do. Now, I'm really not wanting to... I was going to say, I don't want to waste a shot on a guy that's got no health. Alright, so here we have a Type 59. I'm going to wait for him to chase our medium tank and try to get a backside shot into him. He's turning, and Shot out. And he splashes him for 525. Again, if that had hit him, he'd be dead. Come on, game, you gotta let me hit. Now, as you can see, our entire team got melted in the north, so now we are losing by 2 tanks. So this Type 59 gets squeezed in behind the building. We got another heavy tank coming in from the right side. And our team starts to do what we can't have happen, which is... Oh, excuse me. That's unprofessional to sneeze in the middle of recording. That's never happened before. Anyway, Conqueror, where have you been all my life? And come on. Shot out. We set him on fire. Willie burned to death. Got another one. 3 kills. I love hitting British heavy tanks with this thing. They just do not like it. So then Hillbilly runs in there with his Walker Bulldog, takes down the Type 59. Great play by him. We've got the Low Black, or the Lurva, or the Low, or Luva, whichever way you want to pronounce it. There's about 80,000 different ways. Now, this Super Pershing is completely tunnel visioning, and I'm screaming at him that he's got a Jagdtiger coming up behind him, and I pull the trigger, and the game says, no, the guy deserves to die. So I undershoot. The Jag lives. The Lurvo lives. And it's down to 4 of us versus 6 of them. Now, hopefully we can pull this off, but it's looking grim, folks. As long as we don't lose an Artie because he's sitting out in the middle of nowhere like a crazy person. Oh, what do we got here? Come on. It's a 112 Chinese heavy tank. And he's being predictable. Shot out. Pow! 774. I was hoping for a kill right there because he made himself so predictable. We did lose our Artie because he was sitting right out in the open, begging to be shot. Now, I'm hoping that they keep these guys lit up so that I can shoot them. You can see my M41 Walker Bulldog sneaking down the right side, hoping to catch those guys slipping and maybe get the Arties. That's fine. But this medium is doing exactly the wrong thing. Shot out on the 112 and we overshoot him this time. It wasn't meant to be. Now it's just me and Hillbilly. Can we win this? 2v6. Now I'm spotted, which is absolutely ridiculous to me because they should not be able to see me right here. I'm below ground. Artie splashes me. That didn't feel very good. And then I get tagged right here. Dead. Now, it says that the Jagdtiger got me. But I just don't understand how they could see me right there due to the fact that they shouldn't have been able to get a shot on me, is what I'm saying. Yes, they were elevated slightly. Yes, I was below ground, but I don't know how they were managing to see me like that. Usually I can survive back there for quite a while. Now you're going to see Hillbilly come in here, and he's going to auto-lock. And watch him. How many rounds did he bounce there, guys? Watch your auto-locks. Don't do it. Alright, that's 1 down. That's the last Artie. He's got 4 people left. It is possible for a Walker Bulldog to pull it off, but we're going to have to see one of the best performances in a Walker Bulldog ever to pull this out. He's shaking his head no because we're saying we're not sure he's going to be able to do it. And he sees the Lurva. Can he get out of there? And watch this shot by the Lurva. Oh, he nails him airborne and stops him dead. The heartbreak is real, folks. So, we didn't do that great. We ended up with 4,700 damage and 3 kills. Top of the leaderboard, second only to Hillbilly himself. So, if you like what we're doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.